Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Regadon. Let's begin exploring this new region of the Expanse. Debris of Battiada. We've seen that already. Destroyed ship. $150 scrap, which tells us there'll be space battles in the near future. Not explored. Having scanned the surface, officers report the remains of an exploration camp, to which a team of scouts is immediately sent. The scouting party is confused. All the equipment bears the Von Valancius coat of arms, but there's no trace of anyone other than the Rogue Trader servants. Find out what happened. The scouts find traces of gunfire on the field equipment. A single unharmed data crypt is found in one of the cogitators. A group of tech priests successfully decrypt part of the data, including an order to eliminate the exploration team, signed by Theodora von Valancius. Not far from the camp is a pit full of charred bones and fragments of armor bearing the Rogue Trader's coat of arms. The scout's report leaves Abelard with conflicting feelings. Despite a certainty that her ladyship Theodora would not give such an order without very good reason, Abelard's expression is somber, like a missionary who lost his faith. Signal from the planet. The rocky world is bound in ice and shrouded in a thick fog of dark clouds. August traced a faint signal to an area under the ice alongside a distress call, whose encryption matches that used by the Lord Inquisitor and his teams. Decrypt the transmission coming from the planet. Lux interrogators quickly and effortlessly break the clever code. The transmission goes as follows. Acolyte 17-1, Lord Inquisitor. The event Horrific Vision occurred. Goodbye. The Emperor protects. Descend to the planet's surface and find the signal's source. Man, who to swap out for Incendia? Sorry, Ulfar. I think him and Abelard are my favorite companions, so I hate to leave him behind.
Keep your wits about you.
The walls appear as if they were cast from a single piece of metal that seem impressively durable. It is impossible to gauge how many centuries have passed since they were built. A lot. Millions and millions of years. Barely perceptible heavy thrumming permeates the walls of the crypt, which are adorned with strange geometric shapes. The blackened tracks of blood extend further, leading into the depths of the corridor.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
A rotten metallic scent wafts in the pool of dried blood. An uneven ripple runs across the stale surface. The symbols covering it tremble and blend into each other. None stay in your memory for longer than a second.
I always have a backup plan.
This cogitator was installed here recently before it was destroyed by an unknown weapon. Probably a Gauss rifle.
Is there money to be made?
The column emits a low roar, but you're able to withstand it. The vid screen awakens at your touch. Status: getting data transmission to the sacred calculator. Missing data. Now become immortal. Or become missing data. turns to darkness. It shall be conquered, and it shall tremble in fear. Missing data.
I always keep my options open.
Easily done.
The sight of the Xeno symbols is repulsive, but your will is strong. At the press of a key, the vid screen displays the following. Status. Beginning data transmission to the sacred calculator. Missing data. Shunning the imperfections of the flesh, its transience. Why can't I say that? And its finiteness. Missing data. The new, preserving a bond with the old through rhythm. Images. Missing data. Transience. Military equipment and mechanisms for sacred machines. Everything is untouched. Transience. I don't know what's going through my head. A rotting corpse is slumped over the cogitator. What force could have thrown it? The surface with the symbols trembles like rippling water, but it has no effect on you. The vid screen awakens at your touch. Status. Beginning data transmission to the sacred calculator. Missing data. Its finiteness, we've embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars. Missing data. And symbols. Before existence. Missing data.
Rush not dawdle.
Bloodstreaks seem even more grim in the green subterranean glow. The Inquisitor soldiers are dead. Something unspeakable mutilated their bodies and dumped them together in a pile. Several disfigured corpses and the uniforms of Inquisition soldiers have been tossed in a grotesque pile between the cogitator and the large obelisk-like statue. The killers left no trace. You have the nagging, oppressive feeling that the very walls are watching you. The air, thick with electricity and the heavy stench of rotting flesh, only makes that feeling worse. A message is blinking impatiently on the cogitator's vid screen. Process. Linguistic analysis. ALG 547-82136. Status. Awaiting data cataloging. Activate information panels. Examine the machine. You've never seen a cryptographic machine as intricate and unorthodox as this one. The numerous sacred seals of algorithmic asceticism. Man, I cannot pronounce words today. Suggests that the spirit dwelling within is exceptionally cunning and powerful, privy to forbidden knowledge. Confirm activation of the information panels. An impulse of the motive force runs through the thick cables around the cogitator. Data accepted. ALG 84521-4521. Linguistic analysis complete. Initiate final cataloging. The vid screen fills with the same symbols you saw on the surrounding buildings. You feel an inexplicable rush of disgust at the sight of them in place of familiar words and numbers. Almost identical geometric shapes combine into long chains and flash by too fast for you to take them in. A text in low Gothic appears under the glyphs. Shunning the imperfections of the flesh, its transience, and its finiteness. We have embarked on a new trajectory amid the stars, and have become immortal. We become the new, preserving a bond with the old through rhythm, images, and symbols. Before existence turns to darkness, it shall be conquered, and it shall tremble in fear. Report. Reference error. ALG 7458-14. Cataloging completed successfully. Activate vocabulary of the Xenos race compiled. ALG 7458-41. Attention. Data transfer to the translation device is required to save the catalog. Declining will result in catalog deletion. Continue. Transfer the data to your elucidator. Now connected to the cogitator, your elucidator hums intensely. As it learns the meaning of the hitherto unfamiliar glyphs, it responds with rattles and metallic groans. The cogitator's vid screen lights up. Operation complete. Try to extract the data concerning the mechanism's masters. The mechanism, having served the Inquisition so faithfully, is loath to part with its secrets. One after another, menacing scarlet dots light up on its casing. Continue the attempt. Your ruthless intrusion into the cogitator's memory chambers yields the following message. Prepare for the start of Operation Precious Sentinel. The horrific vision event may come to pass. Orders to abort the research mission and join the contingent on Epitaph. Codes for traversing the minefields are attached. The message has an attachment containing the astronomical coordinates of a planet along with some binary code. Codes for traversing the minefields. Priority 0. Contact with Barrier Squadron lost during the Dimensional Gate recharging. No confirmation received of gate being sealed. Stay on high alert. The cogitator shrieks indignantly, lighting up with blinding red indicators and letting out a high-frequency howl. A word appears across the entire width of the vid screen. AUG 00-02. Intrusion. When the ringing in your ears subsides, you realize you hear something else. Someone's heavy footsteps. The vindictive machine spirit triumphantly displays a blinking prophetic message. Oh! Alright, things have gotten a little more exciting. Let's start on this side.
I won't compromise my principles.
It will be done.
Your end is nigh.
Alright, a lot of stuff here. I'm going to try and organize it a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't quite reach. That's what I thought.
I will not be deterred.
Not a lot I can do about it.
Watch my back. Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky. Am I getting paid for this? You've got a problem, I've got a price. Don't get too cocky.
I won't suffer this. The Emperor commands.
Well, that was pathetic. Alright, what do we got going on here? Security breach. Plates of necrodermis reduce the damage against this creature by 95% from every side except the back. That would explain part of it. Weaponize. All attacks against enemies in a 2-cell radius gain 100% critical hit chance. All affected enemies also become priority targets for the Locust Heavy Destroyer. Efficient disintegration. All attacks of this creature deal an additional shock damage, or just deal additional shock damage, and a 3-cell radius and inflict a slowed effect for 2 rounds, unless the target passes a toughness resistance test with a -50 penalty. And we've seen the rest of these.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
I was gonna hang tight.
Tell me, and it is done.
Just do what we can until we can position a little better.
Didn't flinch.
Alright. 1 whole damage.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it.
Alright,
Tried
Avalar, I'm
and
gonna send you
tested
this way.
tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call. Ha ha! Reduced to dust! I took care of this one.
Sure. Let's go do some
Victory
buffs up
is
first,
imminent.
before we get all of our AP back.
I'm not interested. It will be done. No matter the cost. A tactically sound approach.
Little dweeb, get back here. Didn't do that before. Dimensional Corridor. Teleports up to 12 cells and makes a range attack if an enemy threatens it in melee. And Disrupting Shots. This creature's attacks may cause the target to lose 2 action and -4 movement points. Not on my watch, buddy.
At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hand. Oh, an exemplary strike.
Yeah, get up from that, loser.
Indeed.
Also, good job, Avalar. Let's keep bludgeoning it until it stops moving. Yeah, so for a little while there, I forgot how powerful my party is. Whenever I see necrons, I get a little nervous, because they are extremely powerful.
Your reckoning is due. Let's see to it.
But not that powerful. Alright, let's give him another turn. Not?
I'll see to it personally.
Can I move?
The Inquisition sends their regards.
Still can't move.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory. I won't object.
I want to keep doing that. That's fine. We'll just wrap up his turn, I guess. Not thrilled about it. For obvious reasons.
Who, if not me?
As the Emperor commands, I act. For you, my Emperor!
How many stacks of tactical advantage does she have? 78. That's pretty solid. 4% additional damage for every stack.
Rejoice
Alright.
in service!
We're about to mess this guy up.
Actions will speak louder than
I'm assuming the
words.
attack on this counts as an AoE attack, right? No, single target attack only.
Rejoice in service! I will not be deterred!
That's okay.
I can't allow myself to do this.
That costs 2 AP. Why can't I... Oh, let me read this again. Oh, the unfinished business effect. How do I apply that? Oh, it has to be attacked by an ally. Well, Argenta! I guess the ally's the one that has to drop the enemy below 50% health and possibly be the last one to have attacked it.
And so shall it be done.
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem. I've got a problem.
I gotta get familiar with the Master Tactician if I'm gonna use... Zendia.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Dang.
Not another one of these
sorry, guys.
mistakes!
Aim
Am
over
I
here
getting
instead.
paid for this?
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Ha!
Son of a gun.
I'll do it.
There it is.
Faith without deeds is what... Guided by faith!
Let's get behind this guy.
Doubt is for the weak.
That'll show him. It's kind of exciting. A new mechanic makes the fight a little bit more difficult. Even though we're not... Yeah, we're not in any trouble here. The only trouble we're having this time around is pronouncing words.
Victory is imminent. An exemplary strike. At your beck and call.
I can't finish him off this turn. Yeah, necrons are one of my favorite factions in this setting. Up there with orcs and space wolves. They've revamped them a lot in more recent lore. They used to be just Terminators in space. They didn't talk. They didn't have a lot of personality. They had a really cool unit called the Pariah. They basically force an organic creature into a necron body.
Naturally.
They've done away with that, unfortunately.
But of course, Lord Captain. Everyone, step aside.
But now they got a lot more personality. There's a lot more nuance and uniqueness to them. Did do that?
It's as good as done.
Tell me, and it is done.
Her turn to keep upping up our allies.
They'll write legends about me.
Low momentum.
And so shall it be done. Rejoice in...
Man, the melt is such a cool weapon. That, ka-doom, down. Super satisfying. Just a little bit of loot over here. Really, just cargo. That's disappointing. We can't trade with the factions. Thought I
Rise to
need
the
cargo.
top, or get left in the dust. I always have a backup plan.
The monstrous structure looms majestically over you. Energy split into the air obstructs your mind. For a moment, it seems that not only are you studying the obelisk, but it is also studying you.
Keep your wits about you.
I didn't give it permission to do that. Top pillars stretch upward from the abyss of pale mist, seemingly rising from the void itself. Looking at the greenish haze makes your body feel sluggish with weariness. Is that it? The portal stayed open. My cursor's
Always
bugged out.
keep your eye on the prize.
So this didn't have this effect here before, right?
Let us not dawdle.
What does it matter? We just stopped right there. Why slaying there's no loot here? Besides cargo, which we don't need. So I think I would give Theodora the other melta gun that Abelard has equipped for the AoE attack. And swap between the two. Or probably just use the AoE attack. I don't know. I'm still finding it hard to justify leaving Ulfar behind. But I like to use the unique companions if I can. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll continue exploring. We can leave this system and find more systems. And see what's going on in this region of the Cronus Expanse. What secrets Theodora and the Lord Inquisitor have here. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.